Hello, hi. If you're joining me again, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikita. I'm a recovering addict. I also suffer from BPD, ADHD, and CPTSD. If you want to learn more about these disorders, you can check out my previous videos to understand how I deal with them and how I manage the symptoms. Um, Today, I want to talk about addiction recovery and what the process looks like. Yesterday's video was quite heavy, so today I'm just going to help you understand um, what it's like to recover from addiction. Now, I mentioned that I have marijuana addiction, and that's what I'm dealing with. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that and try and understand, what are the steps that I personally have taken and usually people take in order to recover. So, the first thing is, of course, acknowledging the problem. Without acceptance that there is a problem, you can't really do anything about it. It took me personally about 5 years to get to the point wherein I acknowledged that yes, there is a problem. Um, my family and friends were already urging me to do this, but I was not really ready to do it. But I did realize when I reached rock bottom, so as to speak, that there is a problem and I need to do something about it. So, admitting there is an addiction is obviously the first step. Um, Now, this often comes after hitting rock bottom or realizing the damage done to health, relationships, work, or even self worth, for that matter. So, like I mentioned, I had to hit rock bottom to understand that there's a problem. So that is what often happens with addictions. Um, the second step would be seeking support, whether that's professional help from psychiatrists, from therapists, from addiction specialists and counselors. That really depends on you and what you're able to access, but it definitely helps, in getting to the point of recovery. Um, Support groups also help. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of support groups in India that at least I know of and are near my place. I live in Delhi, so I don't know about any support groups. If you guys know about any support groups in Delhi, I would love to know about it, and you can leave the information in the comments. But yeah, Alcoholics Anonymous for those who are dealing with alcohol addiction, and Narcotics Anonymous for those who are dealing with other substances. And then there is smart recovery programs that deal with a variety of addictions as well. Of course, friends and family, support is important. This helps you understand, um, where you're at and what you can do to improve it, because someone looking at you would be able to tell you, what is it that is different about you, so it'll help you understand your addiction better. If supportive and non-judgmental, the more supportive and non-judgmental they are, the better. Because this can be crucial in getting better in recovering from addiction. So I would urge you guys, if you know somebody who's dealing with addiction and is trying to recover from it, please don't be judgmental about it. Please try and create a supportive circle around them, yes, if possible for you. Medical treatment. There are medical treatments available for those dealing with withdrawal symptoms from substance abuse, whether it's detox or medication assisted treatment. I do know of medications that are available for those dealing with alcohol addiction. I don't know much about anyone dealing with marijuana addiction. So I'm still trying to find out this information, and I am in constant touch with my doctor about it. In fact, I have an appointment tomorrow to speak to him, so I'll be doing that and checking in with him about all this. Therapy and mental health work, whether it's CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, helps identify and change destructive thought patterns. Trauma therapy, many people with addiction have unresolved trauma as well, so that helps. And then dual diagnosis treatment, which addresses addiction and co-occurring mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or PTSD. So this is the one that I want to talk to my doctor about, dual diagnosis treatment. Like I mentioned, it addresses addiction and co-occurring mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and PTSD. So I want to understand how this works, and if it's a treatment that is available here. Because this is information that I got online, that this is something that's available, but I'm not sure if it's done in India or not. So this is what I'm going to talk to him about. Lifestyle changes, of course, new routines and hobbies, replacing destructive habits with meaningful activities. I'm already trying to do that. For example, creating these videos have become kind of a hobby for me. Like I mentioned, it helps me release all my inner concerns, and I'm kind of enjoying it also at the same time. It helps me because therapy, and this is something I was explaining to my friend, to one of my friends earlier. Um, when we when we schedule an appointment for therapy and I go there, I barely have anything to talk about. But sometimes I get these outbursts of conversation that I want to have, and at that time, mostly the therapist isn't available, or the appointment time is different, and so on and so forth. So for me, it's easier to be able to talk things out on my time, on the as per the timetable that I have, which is whenever I feel like it. And of course, a therapist can't be available just because I want them to be available, right? So this is what I'm treating it as. I get to have things off my chest. I get to understand those things from an outsider's perspective, and I get to work on those things. So that's what therapy is about, right? And of course, there are tools and everything that a therapist can provide in order to help you. But if I'm not able to talk things out with them in a comfortable manner, then it doesn't make sense for me. So for now, therapy is not something that I'm considering as much. But like I mentioned, that um, uh, dual diagnosis treatment is something that I'm looking at, something that I want to talk to my doctor about. Exercise, nutrition, and sleep all support brain recovery and emotional regulation. So I have a strict timetable with my husband. I go to bed early, I wake up early. Exercise, I'm trying to get more involved in exercise. I used to love exercising. Off lately, I haven't enjoyed it as much. But I'm trying to get into a routine that kind of helps me exercise as well. So once my routine is kind of fixed, I'm going to start doing that again. Nutrition, I only eat ghar ka khana. I don't eat bahar se as much. I love eating dal chawal with achar and things like that. So that's what we have mostly. Um, and yeah, so I'm not eating from outside as much as I used to before. So no junk at all. Even the food that we make at home is very limited in oil and things like that. It's mostly, lightly cooked food, so the nutrition remains there and all of that. Cooked, but not cooked to the extent कि उसको ख़त्म ही कर दिया है, मतलब जैसे our mothers used to make food, उसकी ऐस तैस कर दिया है. So that's not happening. It's well made food. Avoiding triggers, people, places, or things that encourage substance use. Yeah, so this has been a difficult one because I can't expect the world to change just because I have a problem. But I have been taking steps avoiding people, places, posts, etc. About marijuana use, casual marijuana use, and I have been actively trying to avoid scenarios wherein I would have access to it. So that's something that I'm doing actively. I had been able to do that for almost 2 years until I relapsed, but I'm going to start doing it again very strictly as well. Relapse prevention. Now, relapse is very common for anyone dealing with any kind of addiction, but you have to remember that it's not a failure. It's just something that happens, because your recovery is not linear. It's going to be something that happens, but how you deal with it and how you get over it is going to be your decision. So strong will is definitely required. Learning from relapse is part of long-term recovery, like I mentioned. Building coping strategies and leaving a relapse prevention plan, and having a relapse prevention plan is essential. So this is what I'm working on now with my sister. We're working out a system wherein when I feel the urge and it's so strong that I can't deal with it, we're going to have things in place that I should be able to do to avoid that scenario, or me looking out for things. So we're trying to make up a plan of what I'm supposed to do when the urge comes up, and I'm going to follow those things very strictly. Purpose and meaning. Recovery is not just about abstaining from substances, it's about building a life worth staying sober for. This is something that I keep reminding myself, that I want to get sober for myself and then for my family, for my siblings, for my husband, for our cat, and so on. So it's something that I keep reminding myself I have to do. But other than that, purpose and meaning is something that I'm striving for at the moment. This perhaps is one of those things that I'm doing to create some purpose and meaning in my life, and that's about it. This might include a creative expression, helping others, spiritual growth, or career development. So I'm working on all these aspects right now. Not sure which one's going to help the most, but I'm working on it. Ongoing maintenance. Recovery is lifelong. It often requires continued effort and support, and that's what is going on at the moment. Many people also find it helpful to stay involved in peer support groups or counseling long after they've stopped using. So, support groups and things like that, very essential as a part of recovery. I'm still hoping that the clinic that I go to, the psychiatrist that I see, they start doing those meetings and support groups and things like that, because it's very near to my place and I can go easily and all of that. So I'm hoping they start that as soon as possible. Fingers crossed. But if I do find other support groups that I can access easily, I will be joining them. So if you have any information on that or anything like that, please feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll check them out. So if you're asking someone who if you're supporting someone who's going through addiction, or this is you're watching my videos because you yourself are struggling, please know this, that recovery is possible. Even after multiple setbacks, people do rebuild, reconnect, and rediscover themselves. So it is possible. It just takes a lot to get there, but you have to get there. The end goal remains that you have to get there, and that's what it's about. Yes. Please, don't feel alone in what you're dealing with. If no one else, then I'm here to listen to you, I'm here to talk to you. Reach out at any time, and I'll be there. My bio also has my Instagram link, so if you want to check that out too, you can. I post a lot of poems and some reels from the videos that I post, so feel free to check them out. And you can also connect with me there if you want to have a one-on-one conversation. I'd love to have that. Yeah, that's about it. Today I did write a poem. It's about recovery itself, and what it feels like to have a conversation about addiction with people. So I'll read that out to you, and hopefully you enjoy it. um, I used to say it's just weed, like the weight of my pain could be rolled up, sparked, and exhaled into a forgettable cloud. But the truth was bitter and stuck to my lungs. It wasn't just weed, it was my bedtime lullaby, my escape route, my silence where when my thoughts screamed too loud. I light it up to dim down, call it peace, when really I was drowning in a fog I invited. Days melted into ashtrays, dreams half formed, motivation half dead. The world moved, but I just floated, numb, half here, half hiding in smoke. And I kept telling myself, at least I'm not doing the harder stuff. As if being chained by softer cuffs was freedom. And then a crack in the routine, a missed call I actually felt, a moment of stillness, and I saw myself. Eyes bloodshot, soul burned out, chasing highs just to feel okay about waking up. That was the day I stopped lying, the day I said enough. Not with ease, oh no, my body begged, my mind screamed, habits clawed like vines from under my skin. Sleep walked out on me, and anxiety became my shadow, but I stayed. Each day I fought for clarity, like wading through fog and not turning back even when I missed how it numbed me. I wanted to feel even the ugly, even the ache of remembering why I lit it up in the first place. Recovery wasn't a clean break, it was 100 goodbyes to a comfort I no longer needed. It was breathing deep, no smoke, just air, raw and pure and mine. Now, my laughter is not least in haze. My mornings come with clarity, not cotton mouth regret. I remember my dreams because I have them again. So, no, it wasn't just weed. It was my crutch, my curtain, my cage. But this is my stage. This is the breath I earned. This is my voice, clear and unclouded, rising from ash like something that never wanted to burn. Yeah, so it's about getting clean, and today is day 28 of trying to love something, and I'm finding more and more love for myself and the people I already love, and the people that are reaching out to me, asking me how I am, how I'm coping, if I need anything. And honestly, at this point, I just need prayers. I just need prayers. I just need you to pray for me that I I'm able to keep the will to get clean. And yeah, that's about it. That's where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you for joining me, and please do all the beautiful things that YouTube allows you to do. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.